can't stop the sun from shining. Whenever you're around me, the birds start singing.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for this week's Pick a Card. Okay, so it's for the week commencing 29th of March 2021 already. Okay, so it's really quite simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Have you got your number yet? I've got mine, so we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, let's go to the main board and have a look what these cards have to show us. And we're doing card number 1 for this week. Card number 1, a lot of blue. It's sort of a bluey grey. Perhaps you're feeling a bit flat, a bit unmotivated, or perhaps even a little bit down. The card that comes up is the Hangman, okay? It's not a bad card. I know people are impatient, especially these days. You know, if we haven't got something in just like 1 minute flat, we're pulling our hair out sometimes. This indicates there's delays around something. It's all right. Spirits, it's just imagine you go to a restaurant and you put your order in, okay? And you have to wait for your meal. Spirit's doing stuff to prepare your meal. I draw the line at 1 hour. Now I draw the line at half an hour. If I walk into a restaurant and I haven't been served or had some attention in half an hour, I'm gone, and I don't go back ever. But do know that whatever it is that you're waiting for, you've put your order in and it's coming. Okay, so red and blue. Blue's all about speaking up. It's your throat chakra and it's speaking out for what you need. Red is action, okay, but it's important to take action at the appropriate time, at the right time. Look at all these green leaves up in the top corners. Growth and opportunity. So it won't happen overnight, but it will happen if you've picked card number 1. Okay, let's go to card number 2. Number 2. Sorry, I can hardly talk. Which is probably a good thing sometimes. Card number 2. All right, small furry animals, cats, kittens, your feminine side, your intuition, slinky, sexy, clever, intelligent, creative beings. Cats are, and this is a part of you, cats are a part of your subconscious. The card that comes out, interestingly, is the 5 of Swords. This also came out yesterday. That feline part of you, is it being mistreated? Are you being controlled or dominated in some way? Look, even if you don't have a person that's in authority over you, like say, for example, an employer or the government or even a partner, is this part of yourself? Because it's swords, it's about thinking, and it may be that your own thinking is holding you captive at the moment. That's something to think about, isn't it? Do know this is a temporary situation. It won't last forever, but it starts with the realization that in some way there are issues about control and dominance, okay? Even if it's in your own subconscious. Card number 3. Let's see what comes out. I'm going to go with that one on top. Closing my eyes. What do I see? I see a path in front of me. It's dark on both sides, but I do get the sense of the colour blue. The path goes sort of up into the sky almost. So it's like keep going the way we're going, and there's ascension of consciousness, or there's what would you say, aligning your frequencies with your soul's purpose. Okay, thank you. Part of this involves the 3 of Cups. Now you'll notice there's 3 people here. These are usually like friends. They can be relatives or people that you work with, but not so much, because there's a sort of a social kind of feeling with this. You'll notice here they're in the mouth of the fish. So unconscious forces are at work here. Okay, the fish holding them all together. So there might be a reason you've come together, but often there's like a celebration or a party or socialising. These are completely different people. They don't always get on. You might have disagreements. That's okay. It doesn't mean that anything, permanent is going to come from those disagreements. But do take note if you feel left out, or, that somebody, if they're ganging up on you, or two of them form a clique or anything like that. Okay. Can mean abundance and contentment as well around that card. Let's look at card number 4. This was my card. This is the number I picked this week. Going with that card there, closing my eyes. What do I see? Okay, sliding doors, with Gwyneth Paltrow and that movie that was on 1,000 years ago. Okay, maybe 15 years ago. And just by one little sort of being a couple of seconds later or earlier, she misses a train and it changes her whole life. And so I feel like there's opportunities, and you can't sort of say, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to miss a train, or I'm not going to miss a train, or whatever. But just trust in your soul that your soul, because your soul knows, and the soul is in control, so it has everything under control. And even if you're feeling like you're trapped or restricted in some way, as indicated here by the 8 of Swords, it's a bit like this, isn't it? It's a bit like this 5 of Swords here, control and dominance, and here being enchained by something. Okay, sometimes it's authority figures again, and sometimes it's your thoughts. You think you have to listen to somebody. There's opposition or struggle or anxiety around this. You are able to free yourself. I know what this is for me. I'm upset about what's going on with the Australian government, and I made a video yesterday about this. Even though I may not be able to indirectly or directly do anything about the external situation, I can control how I respond to it. Okay. So it's a temporary situation, and you're going to work through it, and you're going to be free. Card number 5. Card number 5 is alive. Let's go with that one there. Closing my eyes. What do I see? I see stars in the sky. This reminds me of spirit when I see stars. Stars are hopeful signs and portents of things to come. Think of the Star of Bethlehem when Christ was born. Perhaps I see a lot of bling. I see a lot of shiny, glittery energy with a lot of light. Okay, so light is insight and awareness around the Emperor. Okay, now some people like this card, the Emperor, because it gives them a sense of safety and security. It's more or less, playing by the rules. It's also someone who's like a mature masculine energy. He has conviction. He has the ability to execute his plans and ideas, and he maintains an overview of all situations with stability, control and reason. But people can like that because they feel safe, they feel comfortable. I don't like it myself. I need more space. I don't need people telling me what to do. And I do know that Spirit is calling us to be independent. Okay, so if you're in receipt of money from the government, sometimes that comes with a lot of strings. Okay, does that bother you? That's a question. Okay, let's have a look at this week. So we do have these two on 2 and 4, about control, dominance, and feeling like we're trapped in some way. We also have 2 major arcana, which are indicating delays, and also an authority figure that we're listening to. Okay, perhaps, or maybe you're not. It's up to you, isn't it? And some social activity as well. I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see. generally for this week for everybody. The week commencing 29th of March 2021, I do get the tones of orange, tangerine, peach, whatever you want to say. This is the second chakra, the reproductive area. It's also about your creativity and your femininity. Alrighty, I see a baby here in somebody's arms. Yes, of course, it can mean actual pregnancy or you know, a young, particularly young child or baby. But it also means a new beginning that needs nurturing, and you need to put a lot of time and attention and care into this new beginning. All right. Do you have a plan? Do you have a new venture? Is it a new relationship? Okay. A lot of stairs here. At first they start as stairs, so I've got to put effort into it. And then it turns into an escalator. So then there's no effort because you just stand there and you ride up the escalator. So it's all about becoming wiser, getting a lot more insight, and really understanding how the world works and what's going on within you as well. Okay, somebody here with a few tears coming down their face. And yes, whatever feelings you have, it's important to feel the feelings that you have, not to push them down, but to feel them. Maybe write in a journal about how you're feeling. This will help the energy. I see somebody here like walking, trekking, climbing a mountain, almost like a huge challenge that needs to be overcome. But you know, when you climb mountains, have you ever done that? I went trekking in Nepal. It was physically very demanding. But when you get up the top and you look out and you realise you're on the roof of the world and how high, you know, how far you've come, it's a great feeling. It's a feeling of accomplishment. And although I did that decades ago, I'll never forget that. When I'm dying on my deathbed, I'll be able to remember that and say, yeah, you did that. You know, so I want to encourage everybody, just because there's a challenge doesn't mean you shouldn't undertake it, okay? A challenge will strengthen you and give you a sense of accomplishment and enhance your self-esteem. Okay, so that's it, everybody. I hope you found this bit useful today. Thank you for joining me, and if you are new, subscribe and be alive. Hit that notification bell right now. Thanks again, everyone, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.